Good afternoon or good morning, depending on where you are. I'm going to give everybody a minute to get in here and we'll get started. Okay, well, we only have a half hour and we got plenty to cover. So I think we should just jump right into things. Let me make sure this is being recorded. So there will be a copy of this presentation available afterwards. So jumping in, my name is Aubrey Burton. I'm the Executive Director of Business Development. And we're going to be going through the Contractor Solutions webinar series. I'm joined with John Hoffman. John's our Director of Strategic Product Development, and he's definitely an expert on a lot of the products that we're going to be going through today. So it's awesome to have him here with us. So this is the third installment of our Contractor Solutions webinar series, and today's presentation is going to be focused on outdoor lighting that works as hard as you do. And that's an understatement. So jumping right into things, our parent brand for WAC is the WAC Group. WAC Group is made up of WAC Architectural, which launched earlier this year at Leducation. Is going to focus on some commercially viable architectural solutions. WAC Lighting, which is the original brand of ours, going back over 40 years. We've also got Modern Forms, which is our LED decorative high-end solutions for fans and decorative, as well as Schaumbeck, which is your ultra luxury crystal premium, all make up the WAC Group. But today we're really going to focus on WAC Lighting at its core. This is where the Contractor Solutions category really lives. And as I keep mentioning, this Contractor Solutions, this is a brand new catalog from us for this year. It's made up of an assortment of goods across our different lines and different collections that just work really well for everyday solutions for contractors who are buying things box in, box out, volume movers and just good solution points. This installment is going to focus on products found inside of this catalog or this collection, particularly for the outdoor world. So this is a nice preview of things to come, things we're going to be talking about shortly, but we're going to focus on the outdoor area today. And so the first, kicking it off, is going to be our step light collection. So we've got a ton of step light offerings throughout our line, but what we're focusing on in this collection is an IP66 rated self-contained fixture, where you've also ultimately got a light engine that fits inside a 2x4 junction box, but it has these different accessory plates that you can mount over it to disperse light in different areas. It's tough to tell in this image, but there's a slight curve here, and so you get a little bit of downlighting reflected down through this step light. You're not talking about a ton of lumens in terms of exiting that fixture, but for wayfinding in totally dark environments, it's often quite suitable. You've also got this louvered approach, both in a horizontal and a vertical form factor, as well as this kind of trapezoidal kind of angular effect for downlighting as well through our step light collection. These are available in 120 or 277 volt, both for residential or commercial construction. We've got a variety of different finish options, multiple color temperature options as well. And they're dimmable. Not that we're getting a ton of dimming on exterior step lights, but you do have that option if you need it. The next product, when it comes to our step light families, is going to be our more traditional horizontal and vertical, which have recently been upgraded. Thank you to Mr. Hoffman here for doing that. So John, you want to take us through kind of what we've done with this product collection?
Sure. And what Aubrey introduced previous to the step lights, these are our most popular versions. So the ones that Aubrey had on the previous slide had faces that project out into the area. These ones are flush and have higher lumens and have a low glare aesthetic in a horizontal or vertical. So the LED 100 and 200 are the most popular styles. You also can see they are the most feature rich in terms of lumen output, color temperature offerings. You have 27 and 3000 K. You also have ambers, reds, and blues here that help with different colors for wayfinding. Also, we just added 3500K to the feature set here. All 90 CRI and various finishes offerings and material constructions. You have brass, you have aluminum, and then robust stainless steel construction. Speaking of the robust nature of this, you can see in the top right corner, these are called built to endure. That's because they were just adopted into our endurance collection, which is going to be going through that collection that's in the Contractor Solutions catalog in this section of the presentation. Endurance means aesthetically pleasing, but built to last and easy to install. The theme of this presentation is outdoor lighting that works as hard as you do, and that's the goal here. Products that are easy to install and then are going to last the test of time. No revisits to the job sites. You install it and you move on. So not only do you get the aesthetically pleasing features of this, you also have guidance right in the catalog in the bottom right corner of this image or on the spec sheets of if you're looking for guidance on where to install them and what positions to get the best aesthetics and illumination. You can do it in vertical. You can show on step lights or into steps. But the real new magic here are the upgrades that we did this year. And if you look on the slide, you can see here is a light engine that is brand new revamped light engine in an endurance robust design. What we did is we went back to the drawing board and we made a light engine that is fully completely sealed and thermally optimized. It is rated to IP67, and those of you that haven't memorized what all the nomenclature of IP means, it's ingress protection 67, which essentially means that module is fully sealed from the factory, and these step lights can handle submersion. Now, we don't expect a lot of step lights to be submerged, but they're actually over-engineered and built. These are the only step lights in the marketplace that are IP67 rated, so that if you do have moisture or condensation, these are going to hold up to it, or if flooding does occur, it's going to take it. You don't have to. You might have other parts of your house or your residence or your building that you have to fix, but these step lights won't be one of them. An additional feature is others in the marketplace without a sealed light engine require caulking around the junction box to have these be robust. Here, we're not relying on the contractor to do perfect caulking or any callbacks or warranty issues with that, because even if you don't get it perfect or it cracks over time, the engine itself inherently can handle moisture and IP67 rating. So even if you don't get that contact to the junction box, the step light will be able to handle it and endure. If moisture isn't your highest concern, you can also, we made it durable in that it can handle, the electronics can handle very cold, up to -40. So you think of your ski chalets in the mountains and cold places, all the way up to oases in Arizona that might get up to above 100 degrees. These step lights can handle all of those. And they're available in durable die-cast aluminum, brass, and stainless steel construction. Aubrey, anything you want to add there?
No, I was just say, even protected if water's coming in from the backside through the junction box, through any leakage, obviously having that fully potted, fully sealed light engine protects the fixture. That was it.
Yep, on the step lights in the endurance family. Continuing on, if you're looking for a larger scale wayfinding, we have our LED endurance brick lights, 120 volt, dimmable, factory sealed light engine again here, durable die cast construction. You have two styles. You have an open illumination brick light that is going to give you a nice even line of glare showing that app shot there, illumination, or you can do a more low glare version of the brick light, which is the 6205 model. Great thing about these, they give you a larger scale residentially and commercially, but they also can be retrofitted into existing halogen or incandescent step lights that already exist. You don't have to replace the entire box that might be in place. You can use the LED endurance step lights, brick lights, and upgrade the existing infrastructure quite easily without starting from scratch.
Well said.
So moving on to a different layer of lighting, away from path lighting up to higher tiers of outdoor. This is the Endurance LED floodlight. Floodlights and of these nature are great for general viewing in paths and areas outside. Also great for security purposes. True to the Endurance line, these are die-cast construction. This one actually has a breathable waterproof technology that's factory sealed to hold up over the elements over time. It's 120 volt direct wire, so no external driver needed, easy to install. It comes with 2 canopy plates, so though it's square in aperture, it comes with a round or square canopy mounting, and you can install it vertically on soffits or actually can be ceiling mounted as well, so it's quite flexible. Comes in a variety of color, temperatures, and outputs. And I can attest, I have this unit installed in my home, and you can see there's options that are over 2,000 lumens and one that's nearly 3,500 lumens. It does a great job of illuminating spaces, and you can have choices of which one you want to choose in terms of power outputs here. Additionally, you see there's screws there that are removable on the canopy plate. That is there so that you can put one of the 3 accessories on the bottom, being a wayfinding at night or a security light. Motion sensors are quite important. Also, photocells give you automation for energy savings. And then there's a brand new unit of a motion cell plus a photocell on a smaller scale that we just released this year to complement this product line and the Endurance wall packs. I can attest, I have this one installed at my house. I can attest it works reliably for years, and I have a black lab, and she's quite dark, and it's easy to be able to find at night when this thing clicks on with the photocell, and I can see what she's doing and going in. It works quite well. Aubrey, anything you want to add about that new motion center plus photocell?
Yeah, I mean, I think both from its smaller form factor, the fact that it combines both features of a motion and a photosensor here into one at a even more aggressive price point than either one of these individually, this becomes a no-brainer, quite frankly. The motion sensor plus photocell, both for size, price, and value. Tremendous opportunity to be added on to basically any one of our Endurance fixtures, and we'll go through a couple more here in a second, and you'll see this on each one of these slides. By the way, I didn't mention it previously, but if you have any questions throughout the presentation, please drop them in the chat, and we'll happily answer as we go.
Moving on to a more cylindrical traditional form factor, we have our Endurance single and double spotlights. Essentially the same power light engine, but you can get it in a 2-light or a 1-light version. Again, it can feature those accessories at the bottom. Roughly 1,000 lumens of light. You're getting a really good aesthetic and robust design here. You're getting glare control as well. You can see the shielding on the neck here where the light engine is set back. It's a nice unit. If you hold this in your hand, it's very durable, and the driver is actually built into the heads, so there's no driver going to the junction box or no remote driver needed. This is going to be a very quality, robust option with high lumen outputs in various finish options and a really nice aesthetic. There will be a more budget-friendly option if it's a budget-sensitive project that Aubrey is going to present later on, but this is the one in our Endurance portfolio, and it's very well received. If you're looking for wall packs that are more streamlined against the wall, we have 3 offerings of wall packs. Our first one here is our Endurance Fin. Our Endurance Fin is low profile, and you can see it's actually ADA compliant. So that low profile close to the wall gets you ADA compliant. It's also dark sky listed. It features a tempered prismatic lens for safety and durability, but also kicks the light distribution out and reduces glare. If you're looking for something that projects a little bit more away from the wall, or you can orientate in various angles, that is the Hawk fixture. The Hawk fixture is over 2,000 lumens of light, a sleek aesthetic, again, die-cast aluminum, integral driver. A neat thing about the Hawk fixture is if you're doing construction where you have exposed junction boxes that aren't recessed, there's a lot of brick construction where you have conduit on the exposed on the wall. You don't always can get a recessed junction box in. This comes with a junction box sleeve in the box that can easily adapt, and you don't have to recess any junction boxes in. You'll get that included, and it also works with all the accessories, motion sensors, photocells, and the new combined unit available to accessorize these units. And then finally on the Endurance collection, we have a signage light. This Endurance signage light is an adjustable beam signage light. It's available either in a 2-head or a 1-head, can be extended away from the wall. It's adjustable in orientation and tilt, but it's also adjustable in a patented beam angle adjustment. So the front heads can be adjusted from 15 to 60 degrees. If you know our landscape lights or WAC Group track lights, you can see this is a great feature. You're not exactly sure how big the unit or the sign you are lighting beforehand. This unit can adjust to that, and it can adjust the field changes over time. So a very flexible unit, great for lighting signs, both indoor or outdoor as well.
Just want to point out a couple more things on this. In addition to the beam angles adjusting from 15 to 60 degrees, we also point out photometrics and line drawing, so you know exactly how this is going to mount inside of your space. And we do that for a considerable number of our fixtures throughout. It makes it really, really easy to plug in. So moving on to some decorative but also functional products. We've also got our Rubix family. The Rubix family exists as a wall mount for down or up lighting. We also do down and up lighting, as you can see here, both in a square format, a rectangular format, and a ceiling mount format in both a 5-inch square as well as a 10-inch square. Again, this one puts out 30 watts, gives you 1,800 delivered lumens. The finish on this is this fantastic UV stabilized, textured, whether it's bronze, graphite, white, black, tons of different options in terms of finishing, but just a really quality construction. You can feel the weight of this fixture and understand what you're paying for. This is also universal voltage, die-cast construction, plenty of lumen output, and been in the line for many years, and because it's a great success. So that's the Rubix, and in the same family, we also have the Tube, which is in addition to wall, both for downlight as well as up and down. We also do this, kind of crescent moon, I'll say, where you got a down and an up as well as your ceiling mount, again, both in a 5-inch, the round goes up to a 12-inch, and then you also have a pendant in this series as well. Same deal with the finishes. They're going to match the Rubix exactly. Not that you're likely to have the rounds and squares in the same project, but a terrific option and very reliable. Working hard to provide lumens and maintaining, that against the elements. You can even see some of these edges are curved to maintain powder coating, even as the wind, sand, things are whipping against it. It's going to maintain that finish for many years to come. Now, if you're looking for a more cost-effective solution, we also offer, cylinders and what we call cubics, which is rectangular version here, that are 5 CCT selectable and still give you 800 or 1600 if you're talking 1500 if you're talking about an up and down light version as well. We previously did this model with thumb screws, and we're able to reduce the amount of visible hardware, so you still get a sleek look even out of a budget-friendly option here on the cubics and cylinder. Expanding upon that cylinder family. And John alluded to the endurance version of this fixture, which had that kind of premium shielding. This also is a great option if you're just looking for a single or double light mount. You will note that this does not have an accessory port to mount your photo sensor, motion sensor, or dual photo and motion sensor. But still fantastic amount of lumens. We're talking about 1400 lumens, and that's because you're pressing the LED more to the face of this module. So your trade-off is lumen output versus shielding, when you get to that other endurance fixture. But still a nice look, reliable, does quite well. You've also got your lantern, and I'll go through a couple of decorative elements here kind of fast because we're short on time, but these are 5 CCT selectable options. They're die-cast aluminum in terms of the frames. Instead of glass, we're using an acrylic here, so it's incredibly durable. It's all UV treated, so it's not going to yellow, when the sunlight hits it. These all stand with our 5-year warranty for exterior product. And again, in different sizes, so you can match, kind of your front door, maybe as a grander entrance than maybe a side door. And so you might go with a smaller version on the side door. It's important to have that family and array of options to complete a, residential opportunity. We also have our cap. We call it an indoor-outdoor sconce. Many people use these inside of hotel rooms, but just as easily outside a house to put your address. We don't provide the numbers, but you can easily, get these from, your local hardware store. This is nice because it offers kind of a two-tone kind of finish where you can do a graphite on black or a white on black or a white on white with illumination coming down from above. Similarly, you've got your tablet, which is shining up and downward for a sleek look if you wanted to mount lettering on here, although the letters themselves would not be, or numbers would not be illuminated. So really the cap is more of that speed. Midtown, again, gives you some more die-cast aluminum with acrylic face decorative options. This one comes in a 10-inch, 10-inch or 15-inch sizes. And same here. And this is going to be a 9-inch or a 14-inch size for the rectangular. Very, very popular items that you're getting from the outdoor decorative. That takes us into our limited landscape collection. So the limited landscape collection is a small assortment of fixtures that we've kind of chosen because of their prominence in most yards, right? So you've got your accent light, which you can get in a flood or wide beam spread 35 or 60 degree. The back of this will unscrew and is 5 CCT selectable. You're getting about 560, 535 lumens, so it's competitive with an MR16 drop-in lamp. And you also get 3 different options in terms of path lights. This guy right here is, again, an acrylic. These rods are threaded together, so it's not quite our premium collection of landscape lighting. Again, this is our limited. This is price point aggressive. And you also have some deck lighting as well as a transformer with built-in timers and photocells. So pretty clean, pretty simple collection. Again, very aggressively priced. If you're looking for the full set of features and all the bells and whistles and premium durability, brass construction, you're looking at our full WAC lighting landscape solutions or our colorscaping system if you want to add tunable white, color, or smart features. So just want to point that out. We put the limited landscape as part of the contractor solutions because we expect this to be, volume movers. But when you want the premium effects, you're going to these other catalogs. So we won't go through these in this webinar. Maybe we'll do a future one some other time, but just want to make sure that you're taking note of that. Okay. And John, take us through this.
This is a brand new category that's really exciting. It's essentially taking the greatness of indoor track and adding it outdoors. I'm going to walk through this animation. The beginning is going to be quick, but no 4 points, and it flies in quickly like we can ship product. They're in stock, so gets you the site quickly. The 4 main components, the first is the track. You install it first. It's aluminum. And the second piece you're going to see install here is an outdoor rated cable, direct burial. That's going to electrify your setup, and then you put on the head. The head toollessly installs onto that direct burial cable. It's not direct burial in this case, but it's overrated. So that's where you're getting your outdoor nature. And these are how you make the contact. There are self-piercing pins that as you rotate it on, it goes into the copper. And the copper has self-healing, the wire has self-healing properties, so it will actually seal up and you can move the head around. Then once installed, the head is aimable, 365 degrees, and it is also beam adjustable using that patented beam adjustable. Then the fourth component is your transformer. It's a low voltage landscape transformer. You turn it on and then you get the outdoor nature. So this is, you can see in residential and pergolas, and it can do residential or hospitality commercial alike. So this is a brand new category from WAC Lighting, outdoor track. It brings the flexibility of indoor track to the outside, built for the ruggedness, built well. And here's, all of this can be boiled down. It's quite a simple system to use on one catalog page. You can see it here. I went through this quickly, but you can see your four main components here, and you can do patterns as well. There is another webinar series where we went into this outdoor track in more detail. Here we only have a few minutes left. That's what we're going to get today. You can find more information on the website, or Aubrey's going to drop a link in the chat, or you'll get a follow-up from this webinar series to see some of the other webinar series where you can see more details on the outdoor track. But feel free to find it at our website. In stock, ready to go now.
There is one question that came in terms of, can the outdoor track have a monopoint or it has to be on a track? John?
Yeah, the answer is right now it has to be on a track, but you can cut the track is field cuttable, and you can make a short section of track and install it.
Excellent. Jumping into kind of indoor outdoor table lamps. So we talked about outdoor track, which is a phenomenal way to light, outdoor restaurant, outdoor space from above. Sometimes you want a little bit more localized lighting. These are incredibly popular in restaurants these days. These are rechargeable indoor outdoor table lamps. And these are 3 CCT, selectable. Battery life lasts between 7 and 10 hours in a few styles here, multiple finishes. Super simple rechargeable table lamps to accentuate your outdoor space. And then we'd be remiss if we did not mention our fabulous collection of ceiling fans, which are also outdoor rated. We have these through WAC Smart Fans, as well as our sister brand Modern Forms, which has Modern Forms Smart Fans as well, which their entire collection is outdoor rated and wet location listed, which segues perfectly to our next webinar, which is going to be reimagining the ceiling, fixtures and fans, June 30th at 2 p.m. Eastern, if you'd like to join us. And then we're also concluding this series with recessed lighting ready when you are on July 28th at 2 p.m., where we'll go into all of our recessed offerings in the Contractor Solutions catalog. So with that, we're ending 2 whole minutes early for questions. And I'd like to thank you for your time today and for tuning in. And if you've joined any of the other sessions, thanks for hearing us out. We'll hang on here if you've got questions. Otherwise, again, thanks for your time. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming. I did put that link in the chat. If you don't see it, it is waclighting.com/contractor solutions. David's asked RAL finish options for the outdoor track. So today it is black and white as a standard offering, but we can absolutely do custom finishes as well. I believe it would also be field paintable as long as you're using a weather resistant outdoor paint as well. Rick. I don't know if I can even unmute you. So if you don't,
I
oh, there
just
you go.
clicked the button, see if Rick, if you can unmute and see if you can ask your question.
The question is colorscaping in track. Well, the way that the track is set up, it does work off of a 2-conductor wire, which is exactly the same way as our colorscaping would work. So all signs point to that it is possible. But we don't have it at this very moment, June 11th, 2026. We don't have it as part of the line. I hope that is
But
clear enough.
technically possible, fundamentally, and stay tuned.
All right. Thank you guys. I'm going to shut this one down. Appreciate it.
Bye.